let's give this a bit of a test because I have no idea if this shit even works. Right, looks like it's working. Fair enough. Actually has it, so fuck it, we'll go with the usual intro. What's going on, everybody? It is the one and only Q from Retro Q Gaming, back in effect as always, doing something a little bit different tonight because, well, I feel like doing something just a little bit different. I decided I'm kind of bored, kind of feeling the David Cage narrative, if you will, the usual kind of stuff. So I decided, considering that Heavy Rain on the PS3 was my game of the year in 2010, and not only that, but my very first platinum trophy on a PlayStation console, I decided, why not go back and get a little bit more? After doing Detroit, getting a platinum earlier this year when the game first came out, well, why not? Why not go back and do some? I almost have the platinum in Heavy Rain on the PS4, but it's absolute dirt with the motion controls. So I'm just gonna go, fuck it, jump right in and do some Heavy Rain, Beyond Two Souls. Now I don't remember where I last left off, so let me hit continue. Oh, yeah. Apparently, yeah, this is. And people say, oh, you just want to put in a disc and play games on a console. And yeah, that's something that's happening in current year. Apparently. Well, I'm just going to be bouncing around random chapters, picking up the trophies that I need. They're all sorts of random. I've done like 1.5 playthroughs on the PS4 version, so I'm missing all sorts of trophies and stuff. Have a nice little list here that'll tell me exactly which chapters I need to go through and what I need to do. Okay, this is the continuation from... Yeah, this is the end of game. I don't need this. I guess I can... Yeah, we're not going to waste time on that. So let me see, my first trophy is the party. So let's go with the party. I really dislike the way they do these windows on the PS4 when you're streaming. Oh my god. This is terrible. David Cage, what are you doing? Who thought this was a good idea as a chapter select? Lone experiment, night, haunting, party. This is what we want. Start story from the point. Please choose how you want to save your progress. I'm gonna save it because... Wait, the previous save game will be lost. No, then let's go with no save. Hopefully this counts. If not, I'll have to do it again. I know that was a big issue with oh god, dropping everything. Heavy Rain on the PS3 and 4. I'm trying to get all the trophies and all the endings. You needed to save it each time and make sure everything counted.
Maybe I shouldn't go.
Jody, you've been begging me for weeks. You're not going to back up now.
I don't know anybody there. They might all hate me, and...
My disk drive is so confused on my PlayStation.
This is awful.
It's been spinning for ages. It stops. It spins again. It stops.
There's no reason to panic. It's just a birthday party.
It's okay, Jody. Just listen to the Green Goblin. Like he knows what's up.
You'll have fun. Maybe meet some new friends. Go on.
Oh, right. I have to do stuff.
Oh, don't forget your present. It's a book of poetry by Poe. It's 50 years old and very rare. I'm sure she'll like it. Don't worry.
I mean, who gives a teenager a book of poetry? Not just a teenager, but a teenage girl
Have fun.
A book of poetry as a present. I mean, I consider myself a little bit cultured, and even now I'd find it relatively hard to accept a book of poetry. I would appreciate it, for sure.
Hey, Jody, come in.
Hi.
Hey, Kirsten, you come in? I gotta go. Come in, Jody, don't be shy.
Hey, Jody, right? Come on, we're in the living room. Some girls from my school and the least dorky guys we could find. Oh, is that a present for me? Cool, thanks.
I'm off, darling. Look
I
after your
always
friends
forget
and
that
don't do
these
anything
games, they
stupid, all
don't
right?
specifically have
Sure, Mom,
cutscenes.
whatever you say. Finally, she gets the hint. Hey, everyone. This is Jody. She's in Unit 4 with my mom.
Unit 4? The paranormal department?
I gotta do a bunch
Ooh,
of
what you do
specific
there?
stuff
Bend
here to get this
stones or
trophy.
speak to dead people? Stuff
No.
like that?
No.
Woo! Party time. I'll get the beer. Guys,
Gotta
do the
basically be
shutters,
cold
girls, do the
shoulder,
candles,
Jody.
And Jody, you can take care of the music. Let's get crazy!
We gotta hide everything. Do I have the choice to do it? Yeah, I do. What are we doing? What are we doing? Let's rock out. Luckily, this doesn't matter.
What kind of garbage is that?
Well,
Whatever.
fuck you then.
We'll put on something from this
Criticizing my
section.
choice
Something
in
really
music.
popping.
Then again, I'm sure I'm not the most reliable source of
Hid it under my bed for a
modern
week.
music.
My mom doesn't even go into my room anymore. She's totally oblivious.
Kirsten, you're a genius.
Jody, you want one?
No.
No, thanks. I don't drink, so.
You don't know what you're missing, girl. After 3 or 4 beers, you'll see the world in a whole new light.
Ellen Page is good girl. Even before Naughty Dog ripped off her likeness. No, I didn't mean to pick that up. Put it down, Ellen. Okay, apparently I don't have a choice. Oh well, fuck it. No one's watching. We need to be suave,
Want some?
be nonchalant.
No, thanks.
We just gotta hide our power the entire time. If anyone asks for anything, we didn't do it, we didn't see it. We don't show it.
Hi.
Just want to be
Hi,
Liam
I'm Matt.
Hemsworth looking
Jody,
motherfucker.
right? I've never seen you at school before. You don't take classes on bass?
I'm in a different program with my own teacher.
Right. Because I sure do remember if I'd seen you around before. So, you work with Kirsten's mother?
I've never met Kirsten before. Her mom works in unit, and that's why I was invited.
I used to live in...
I always forget how much of
London before I
a
moved
chore
here
it
2
can be
years
to grind
ago.
out some of these,
And you? Where did you live before?
since you can't really skip anything.
New York?
Man, I love New York. It's awesome. I went there once and it blew me away. Do you have any hobbies? Anything you do for, like, fun? I surf any chance I get, and I play in a band with a bunch of friends. And you, what are you into?
Nothing
Not
special.
talking to you, maybe.
I read a lot. Boring, I guess.
Can I ask you something? Why are you in Unit 4?
We can't tell him, otherwise
I'd
we won't get
rather
our
not talk
trophy.
about it.
Sorry, damn, I'm so stupid. I hope I haven't, like, upset you or anything.
No, that's okay.
Oh, I got it. It's Jake Paul. That's who's trying to
Slow
talk to her.
down. Are you up for it?
I don't really know how.
That's all right. I don't really know how to either, so...
You don't get the choice. Turn. I'm kind of surprised this is actually working. Motion controls in the DualShock 4 are usually terrible.
You know, I'm sure you hear this all the time, but you're really pretty, you know.
Distant.
Thanks.
You're not like other girls. I mean, there's something special about you.
Yeah, you don't even know.
Thanks. You don't really know me.
Well, you can look at it that way, Bertie. Ever so slightly. Ever so slightly. Get him out of here.
Thanks for the dance, Matt, but I think I'll pass.
But yeah, that's one of the reasons why I'm doing it in this. Just grinding out some trophies. And not in Heavy Rain.
Why doesn't
Because
Jody
one of the
give
ones
us
in
a
Heavy Rain that I'm
demonstration
missing
of her super mega powers?
requires a lot of
Great
no,
idea.
no,
precise
Great to see that.
movements
Forget
and
it. It's just a little bowl.
we'll
Come
call
on,
it
Jody. Show us what you can do.
motion
Okay,
controls.
Jody, you up for demonstration?
And that's no power. That's kind of
No,
awkward
no,
to do on the PS4.
I don't have powers.
I told you so, guys. It's all bullshit. Right, okay, guys. It's time to eat that delicious cake, and most important, to open my birthday gifts.
Which is kind of funny, because that one
Actually, the
trophy
cake
that
can
I'm
wait.
talking
I'm
about
opening my
in
gifts
Heavy Rain
first.
4, or Heavy Rain on PS4,
Love, Jen.
I actually got on
Aw,
PS3
that's nice, babe.
by
I bet it's
mistake. Well, not so much by mistake, but more so by accident
A thong, just exactly what I
on
needed.
my very
Stop
first
saying
playthrough of it.
moms.
And improve your chances of finding a decent boyfriend. My future lover wants to thank you for
And it's
making
usually
his
considered
life
the hardest
more
one to get.
interesting.
Which is why I thought it was kind of funny.
What is that?
An old book. It smells funky.
Because it's old.
It's a really rare collection. Poems by Edgar Allan Poe.
Edgar Allan who?
What, did you steal this from your grandpa's library?
No, and it's really rare.
Yeah, just like your dress.
Sick burn.
No, seriously, is
Fashion
this a joke?
attack.
I can't believe you came all the way to my birthday party just to give me this old crap. And she thinks she's so clever. But she's just a little lab rat.
A freaky little lab rat.
Yeah. She's been following me around like a puppy all evening, begging for it.
Oh, and she's a slut too. I never wanted to invite her. My mom made me.
Yeah, she's a slut.
I don't
Slut and a witch.
think that's how it
We
works.
should, like, do something to her.
What do you do with witches? You burn them.
Ah! Get her! Please! Stop!
Oh, Mr. Sylvia,
What if it's asking me to shake this to like escape or whatever? But I didn't shake it.
Please let me out!
But I know if you do,
Please
you still
let
get
me
put in
out!
here.
Please!
Someone
Talk about a little bit of fakeness.
I want to get
I'm
out!
on to you, David Cage.
I want to get out! Yeah, let's get this party started!
Okay. Now it's been so long since I've played this, I don't really remember the buttons. Can't remember if I
Get
did
me
it
out
right
of
or
here.
wrong.
Please.
Okay, no, it's probably now where I do it. There we go. Freedom. Now this should be our trophy. If we just leave the house without doing anything. Usually I'd fuck with them and burn the place down and whatnot, but we do got an ulterior motive here tonight. So that should be trophy. Trophy. It worked. Right, so we can basically just quit out of here, see what we need next. And check that. No. Right, I don't want to talk to her here. So I quickly gotta go back and see what other trophies are missing. Oh, that's weird. It actually blocks out the screen. I didn't want to do that. Hopefully you can still hear me. And portal shutdown. Channeling master. Right. We're back. We're back. We good. We good. This is your favorite PC game, Biz, obviously. We're here playing the glorious version that is Fahrenheit Remastered on PC, obviously. I mean, what else would we be playing? Chapters. So, next is the condenser. It's over 9,000, Biz. Oh, not Biz, Bieber. You two people and your B names and your multiple levels of hate. I see how it is. Coming here to troll me and criticize me. If I, it's a good thing I have to take a skin on the internet. Yeah, I'm not surprised, Biz. Not only am I using a shitty cheap mic because, well, I wasn't gonna buy a good one for the PS4, but I'm testing it out by streaming directly from the PS4 using the share feature rather than my capture card and whatnot. Right, the condenser. This is what I want. So I don't know if it's, yeah, it's probably kind of questionable. I mean, I will say this. I remember when I actually used to play online games on a PS4 for all of like 2 weeks, that it was immediately apparent that the Xbox 360 generic day one headset was significantly better and significantly higher quality audio codec compared to what they had on the PS4.
To Aiden's world?
Something happened last night. Entities got through the rift.
Does PS4 show your PS4 dashboard? No, it doesn't. Like a couple of seconds before you got here, Beaver, I was actually on the dashboard because I needed to check the next trophy I needed.
You were just a child, that it was too dangerous.
And it gave a big blue screen that said it was blocked out. No, I don't care. I would have just showed it normally, but Sony had other ideas.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it was the camera with the extrude and a couple of little weird icons and stuff like that.
Jody, if you don't want to do it, just say, and I'll take you back.
Right, let me see.
It's alright.
I gotta get this list. So the first body is story related. Okay. So for this one, we gotta find a bunch of dead bodies and channel like the memories or whatever they are to Jody. We gotta get all of them in the chapter. Luckily I got a little list here for it. There's one thing that's, well, there's many things that kind of annoyed me about this game. But there's one thing in particular that really annoyed me.
She's the only one that can stop this.
The name of the ghost, or whatever we call him. Let's just say Aiden, because, well,
She can go.
well, you'll understand now in a minute. But yeah, Jodie and Willem Dafoe, they love to call him Aiden. It's an Irish name, and it's pronounced Aiden. It's not Aiden, it's pronounced Aiden. We all know of actors named Aiden. We know everyone named Aiden. We don't know anyone except for this damn game named Aiden. And I know what you're thinking, Beaver. I know it's an absolutely...
You need to find the control room.
An absolutely crazy idea and crazy prospect to you that I would not have the PS4 camera. I mean, as insane as that is, I actually have the PS3 camera. I think I used it for like all of 5 minutes. Oh no, I didn't. I actually played an entire game with it. Me and a friend played House of the Dead Overkill with the PlayStation Move controllers.
Don't worry, I don't plan on dying today.
So glad you figured out where the real men play their game. The real men, yes, I did, Biz. Actually, I figured it out completely. And thankfully, through this little experiment that we're conducting right now, it is with the greatest of the joy, the greatest of joy I can report to you that I have finally 100% confirmed that the real men game on PC with real quality codecs, real resolutions, real frame rates, real input, real everything. Because that is how we roll. I'm disappointed in your, Beaver, for that, just so you know. You wound me in ways that I'm just severely disappointed by. Wait, alright, the first one is story related, so I can't miss this. They're in order, so it shouldn't be a problem.
Great. Oh, the elevator's stuck. Go see what you can do.
I always felt like this one was a bit of a misstep, this game. Heavy Rain was great. Can't get into the David Cage games at all. I generally like the David Cage games a lot. I mean, it's been so long that I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say, yeah, I can't remember Omicron to save my life. But I like the gameplay in them. Or if you even want to call it gameplay, you know. Calling it gameplay, I guess, is mean. But I like Fahrenheit, or as Indigo Prophecy to you crazy North American viewers out there, which are weirdly insane name changes. But I loved Heavy Rain. 2010's game of the year for me, personally. Didn't like Beyond Two Souls that much. Was really disappointed with it the very first time I played it. Kinda hated it. Tried to play it once on PS4 when they remastered it, and couldn't get into it. Played it again earlier this year, liked it a bit more. And I love Detroit Become Human. Very happy with that. First body is story related, okay. So this should be the first one. Yeah, this is what we need to do. Gotta... I don't know. Funnel this crap into her brain.
Come on!
But define being on edge over stupid shit, Beaver. I need examples here. I require sources and citations. You've been to college. I know you need a reference sheet. Come on. Otherwise, it's just plagiarism and you get 0 marks. After you exit the elevator. desk in here that will have the next one after we move the soldier. I would say the control and the camera control in this game is definitely leaves something to be desired. That was a really big one on PS3. The game ran at like 15 frames per second, which meant controlling Jodie was like a tank in the worst possible way, not the good way. Because I mean, Resident Evil tank controls and stuff are all well and good. But you try to put them into something like this, which is already a poorly controlled game, at 15 FPS, and well, you're gonna have a bad time. Dead body. Dead body's getting up. Guarantee if I turn around, he'd be gone. Can we? Luckily, I've got nerves of steel.
Try to open it from the other side.
Okay, so we need open doors. Oh, there's okay. Well, we can't miss that one, I guess. Also, I just noticed at the bottom of the screen it says testing out headset / streaming, maybe no commentary. Apparently, that's what I did last time when I
know. I can feel it too.
tested it like ages ago.
They're here.
This is just a rip off of The Darkness. The Darkness was a good game. I like The Darkness. Good old Jackie Estacado. I used to like that. You like stab people with your tentacles and throw them around and all this shit. I never played the second one properly. I only played a demo of it. I own it on Steam because, you know, as a PC gamer, I buy everything on Steam during a sale and never play it. Because, well, that's what you do as a PC gamer. Let me see, enter the room, go, so in the next room full of servers, you'll find a body on the floor to the left. So that would be this one. Yeah, I kind of missed The Darkness. Maybe I'll play The Darkness 2 this year. Your fault, Beaver, if I do. I don't remember why I wasn't into the second Darkness game. I think I played... Was it cel-shaded? I want to say it was cel-shaded, and that threw me off. It's just strange, because I like cel-shaded games, but it doesn't... After dropping out of the... It just didn't appeal to me for whatever reason. Let me see. After dropping out of the air vent and into a burning office, you'll find a body leaning his back against a desk on the floor. Well... You know what to do. Yeah, that could have been it. Maybe, like, it was kind of a mid-tier game. It's obviously not a big name game or whatever, but coming out at the wrong time can really hurt a game like that. Like I said, I played the demo, but I can't even remember at this point. I know I did play the demo, but I just can't remember why I did or didn't like it or didn't get around to it or whatever it was. Maybe I'll install it. It's not like I'm hurting on bandwidth or space or anything. So there should be a body in this office somewhere. Behind it. It was like against the table or something, she said. That 6 hours isn't bad. So at least it's not a huge commitment to worry about. Oh, this could be the body. Yeah. I remember getting... What was it? In the Darkness 1, I remember going for all the achievements. Turns out there was one achievement in the end I couldn't get because it was a fucking nightmare. The one in the Unico tunnel of killing every single person while you're speeding by them all. But there was a kind of a glitch where the hard mode one, if you play the game on hard mode and you saved it and quit out and then loaded it back up and all, you wouldn't get the achievement. So eventually, oh hang on, don't choke to death, Jody. You don't have a common cold. But yeah, eventually one day on one of my days off, I just said, fuck it, I'll play through the whole game in a single sitting without turning it off and all. I think it took me maybe the guts of 6 to 8 hours as well. And that was it. So after breaking the window, you'll find a body near a soda machine. That's next. See, I don't know if you actually can like die or choke here or anything, but I didn't want to take any chances. Oh, there it is across the... We can see him on the opposite side of the glass.
Great. Now let's go.
It's funny, even though I didn't like this game the first time I played it on PS3, and I couldn't get into it the second time when I tried to play it on PS4. Well, when I tried to play it on PS4 for the first time. When I did get around to replaying it, and actually liking it a bit more earlier, I can't say earlier this year because it was in 2018. But one of the things that actually impressed me, well, one of the things that completely impressed me is what I meant to say, was, what's the best way to describe it? It was basically one of the storytelling mechanics. It's about how you control, just for the sake of it, we call him Aiden. And all the power and everything you can do and how you control it all. I felt that was really effective. So you have to break your body in the same area as the soda machine. You'll find a fireman's body. So there should be another guy around here somewhere. But I found that really, really effective. How you're the one controlling it, and you're the one in charge of all the power. I mean, when you play a normal game, like you can go up to something and press whatever button to interact with it or some shit. But in this one, you're messing around with the power, you're running around, you're like, oh, I can do this, I can do this, oh, I just figured out I can do this, what else can I do? And you can kind of get carried away with it, in a good way. And when you do get carried away with it, well, you learn a little bit more about yourself and how the game does things. After, right, the scientist is next. So I think I'm clear for another few minutes.
Fire extinguisher.
Jody, use all those sweet firefighting moves you got. I don't remember where I'm going. Oh, look at this game, kind of leading me through it. Rip. I just wonder if there's a button to move faster. Maybe that was Detroit. Or Heavy Rain. somewhere in here? Oh, no.
Go away. God, no, please.
Easy. I'm Jody. I work with Professor Dawkins.
The entities. They invaded the laboratory. Creatures from the depths.
It's beyond two souls, Beaver.
I know they're still here.
Try to get to the elevator. It's working now. You should be able to get out.
You're staying here? But those things will kill you.
Well, we can fight back against these things.
Face death alone.
Oh, I forgot the... I won't call it combat, but I forgot those kind of moves are different in this game. The prompts aren't exactly normal, which was a little bit of a problem. See? Oh, right in the neck. She wasted a good old CRT on him. I mean, I could have used that for retro gaming. No, Beaver, how am I going to press Y on a PlayStation controller? Oh, shit. Could have fucked that one up. And that one. Come on, Jody, get him. That one worked. I see, it would only work if I spun myself around if it was Kinect, but since this is a PlayStation. So let me see. The next body is in a group of dead soldiers. Which I don't see anyone around here. I was actually really surprised when I went into the streaming thing on the PlayStation. It actually gave me there was like a 720p high quality setting, which was, the 720p high quality was 30 frames per second. There was also a 720p 60 FPS, which again I was surprised at to be built in. And what was the other one? There was a 1080 60 and 1080 high quality, which is 1080 30. I bet you call the circle button the O, but no, that's not true at all, Beaver. It's the circle button. It's just like those weirdos who call it the cross button. It's the X button, come on. Final body is found in the condenser control room right after making your way past the big icy hall. Okay, so icy hallway, that's all. I mean, the triangle button is obvious. It can't be anything else. The square button is obvious. It can't be anything else. The circle button, well, people want to be wrong. People can be wrong. Just like the X button.
Stay close, okay?
So, with the length of some of these chapters, this little, let's call it trophy grinding session, I'm gonna go exactly as planned. Oh, we got some poltergeist up in here. Not the shitty remake. Granted, I haven't seen the shitty remake, but I hear it's pretty shitty. Fuck. Shake. Now my headset's like going all over my head here. I'm sure everyone's loving the sound of that as my microphone flaps about. Have I mentioned it's a shitty headset? €25 Turtle Beach job. Literally only wanted it for chat. Not proper, actual game sounds. Oh, the camera was on the whole time. That's what that sound was. Right, icy hallway. Oh, it was after the icy hallway, wasn't it? Take a quick look.
The condenser is close. I can
Yeah,
feel
I'm
that go
past
on the
the
other
icy
side.
hallway.
Let's touch
Oh,
it
my
really
one,
slow. Maybe we can slip through
my
on the back.
PS4 came with a headset, but it was one of the shitty little mobile phone ones. You know, the one that's on the cable. It's like a single little earpiece that came with the microphone built onto the cable. I fucking can't stand ones like that. So the headset I'm using now is it's a €25 Turtle Beach. I think it's a P4 something, maybe a P4X. But it's a single big earpiece. Think the original OG Xbox 360 headset. One ear and like a microphone arm. That's how this headset is. So what, I just gotta search the bodies? Because I absolutely despise those little basic ones that I just bought this. Okay, well, I mean, can I even examine them? Placed with the Steel Series Arctic 7 oh, okay. Arctic 7 wireless. I'm not familiar with the Steel Series stuff. I don't really keep up with them. At least not their headsets anyway. I actually got a... It's funny because a couple of years ago when I was working in GameStop, we were having... They were running a sales competition. So during a several month period, I don't remember when it was, but during a special several month period, basically the top 3 stores in all of GameStop Northern Europe, which is what Ireland is part of. Oh, there we go. So we had Ireland, Finland, not Scotland, I was going to say Scandinavia, Denmark, and Norway and Sweden. So out of those 5 countries, the top 3 stores across all of them. Wait, what's going on? Why is my camera freaking out? Whoever sold the most headsets of a specific brand would get the 2 salespeople that did it, or you know, anyone basically, the 2 people responsible for it, would get. Can I check? Yeah, I can't check the body. Would get free headsets. So we came number 1 in all 5 countries, and I still have that headset. It's an Afterglow. I think it's an AG9 or an Afterglow. There might be a different name on it. I have it upstairs. It's actually a really good headset, believe it or not, except for one problem. It's wireless. It's got proper surround sound, not just virtual surround sound. So it's really good in that regard. But the sound quality is also very good. So, shit. The sound quality is also very good, but the microphone is absolutely unusable. Like, oh shit, shake again. Like, I assume, from what I understand, that this microphone is decent. It's okay, but the other one is completely unusable, which is very strange. Oh wait, I gotta knock these guys down. Which is very strange for what is usually, I think it was like a €160 headset, but we got them for free. Now, like I said, I've used the headset many a time to actually just listen to stuff and play stuff at night. Okay, so this should be our last room. In the control room, we should have our last body. And yeah, I am a big Corsair guy, but I prefer not to use gaming headsets really. I will always use a proper high quality, like proper audio headset. Wait, which way am I going? I got turned around. I'll use a proper audio headset than like something else. Like, I mean, usually when I stream, obviously most of the time I'm streaming on PC, or even when I'm just streaming elsewhere, I'll still plug my Bose stereo headset into, be it my speakers that my console are working off, or my PC speakers or whatever, and I'll always prefer to use that. By a second pair. Oh, Audio-Technica M50s, that's a good choice.
The energy level in the condenser's still rising.
Like, I mean, you don't get the surround sound aspect out of it, but really, I mean, you really need it in a headset for games. Like, I mean, I have proper surround sound. I'm using it here right now. It's turned down fairly low because I don't want it echoing for you guys. But I don't know, I'd usually just much rather like proper high quality audio. Oh yeah, never snub a deal. Never snub a deal. Especially if they're working out well for you.
Passage to the other side.
Oh, it only works on the PC with the app. It's not a Dolby Atmos one, is it? That requires the app? Come on, Jody, open the door. Okay, so it must be their own specific app to just allow it then. Because I know a lot of the Atmos stuff requires a separate app.
Oh shit. That damn thing won't work.
But it's funny though that I was actually looking at a Corsair headset today. Only because someone linked it to me asking me if it was any good.
We might still have a chance.
Because they saw it on sale somewhere, on a website, so they linked it to me and asked me if it was good. It seemed okay. Pretty cool integration with the keyboards now too. Oh, the steel. Oh, nice. Okay, that's kind of handy.
I'm gonna make a run for the console. I run, you protect me from the entities, okay?
Gotta love them switches.
Let's go.
I mean, we all know that mechanical keyboards have ruined everyone at this point, in the best of ways. Oh shit, I don't remember how to do it. Okay. Chocolate. There we go. I was actually thinking about it occurred to me a little bit today after I was looking at that headset for the other person, that I was thinking about if I do go ahead and redo my desk and setup and stuff that I was talking about earlier, that I might actually replace some of my peripherals. When I bought, damn it, Joey. Anyway, when I built this computer, or well, I shouldn't say this computer, but when I built my current computer, I used my old mouse, but I bought a Corsair, a new Corsair keyboard. But I was thinking, why not, maybe get a Corsair mouse, because they all work together using the software, and they can all sync together with the same colors and whatnot. I mean, a lot of my other stuff can do it too, so why not?
The ladder! Ivan, hurry!
I mean, they even have a stand. Now, I know this wouldn't really apply to me because I know they have RGB headsets that will sync with all the the RGB and all as well. And you can even get a mouse pad and a headset stand that are both RGB that will sync with it and all as well. Ooh, that's not good. And I was just thinking, you know, I could go full on whole hog and just get everything. Like I'd have an RGB mouse, RGB keyboard, RGB mouse pad, RGB headset stand. And, you know, that's a bit well, it is a bit baller, a bit over the top, a bit OTT. It's vintage Q at the same time. And do I prefer full size or mid compact keyboard? I'm a full size guy all the way. I'm a full size guy. I got man hands. I grew up on big keyboards. I'll never be able to adjust anything else. I have my current keyboard is my. Let's see, I don't give two shits about RGB. Well, Beaver, here's the problem. It's scientifically fact and 100% factually, scientifically proven that RGB makes your PC faster. Come on, Jody, hang on. So, I mean, the more RGB you have, the less you need to upgrade your PC because... No, I'm already gripped on here because you're already getting beast mode performance with PC because of all the RGB. Yeah, I heard about their PCs already. Buy, they give you a shitty PC, throw lots of RGB on it, and you know, sell it for massively inflated price now. That's what I heard about tomorrow. Get up. No, I'm not mad about RGB. Only because would you jump, woman? Oh, I couldn't see the little prompt to actually move. I'm not mad about RGB mainly because of where I sit and where I have my PC. Like I basically sit in the corner of my room and have the desk there in the corner between like the corner walls, you know, the two side walls. And my PC is to the left of me and the window on my PC is on the left side of me, so I don't even see it from where I sit. Now my keyboard is RGB, obviously. And my keyboard, I can see my keyboard over there now, just going with all the colours of the rainbow. But that's really it. Like I know one of the my what is it called? The mouse I have now is highly praised, but I know there's a new upgraded version of it. It's exactly the same in every single way, except it has RGB. I mean, come on, there's two lights on the mouse. I don't need them to all be completely RGB. My monitor has a light on it. It's not RGB. I know you can get monitors with RGB. That's a bit excessive, but alright.
Aiden? Aiden, are you there?
She's worried that he got sucked back into the abyss before it closed. Well, got destroyed. But a standard mouse to their gaming experience dictates I need it. Well, here's the thing, Beaver, right? As meme as this is going to sound, right? I'm going to say this completely seriously because I know sometimes what I say can be taken meme-worthy and sometimes I'm a bit over the top and, you know, I'm a big personality kind of guy, what can I say? But, on the real though, right? A gaming mouse, as joke as they can seem, once you use one, even for general stuff or even just for general gameplay, there's no going back to a normal mouse. It's like a mechanical keyboard. Once you get a good mouse, like even if you're not, you know, 360 no scope, Framemeister E equivalent mouse style stuff here, you know, it's still good. Gaming mouse looks like it's got a combination. You're not wrong in some cases. You're not wrong. Like, I've seen some mice that look like you would shred your hands to bits as soon as you tried to pick them up. I've seen some very horribly, completely unergonomically designed mice, and allegedly called gaming mice. Basically, if anything is called gaming, it usually has, one, some sort of lights on it, probably RGB, or two, it's got all sorts of angular designs, because everything gamer has angular designs. Now, where is my achievement? My trophy? There it is. Okay, it popped up, so that wasn't all for naught. But that's one important thing. They usually have that. And not to mention, we won't even start on those mice that have 20 buttons. Now, I'm all for, you know, MMOs being easier because you have a 20 button mouse. But that's just a bit excessive. That's a bit excessive. And another big problem I have nowadays is because so many modern people with the age and times we live in are all soy boys. I have big hands, right? I have man hands because I am a man. I produce severe amounts of testosterone in my body. Your trophy pop-up is blurred. Weird. I know sometimes they get blocked out and sometimes they're like white and sometimes they're black, but that was kind of strange. I can actually see what it looks like on stream in the corner because I'm monitoring on my PC, but I just didn't look over. But yeah, back to what I was saying. With regards to the size and shape of mice, I can actually back out of here to the main menu because we can move on to our next one. Yeah, I don't have soy boy hands. I have, you know, meat hook cleavers, whatever you want to call them, real man hands, and I prefer long mice. A lot of mice nowadays are actually short and wide. I don't like them. I can't use them. I need a long mouse. I have long fingers with big hands. I have Duke hands. You know, I use the Duke. That's how I roll. But a lot of them are short and stubby. A lot of mice are short and stubby nowadays. But luckily, there's still a few of them out there which are high quality mice that are long and smooth, or whatever you want to call them now. So you should see the thing being blocked out here now, actually. I wish it didn't do that, because like I wouldn't mind showing my desktop, or whatever you want to call it, my dashboard. I wonder if there's an option for that, actually, to just show that. I wouldn't mind. Right, my next trophy is Stealth Apprentice in Welcome to the CIA. Okay, this should be easy. I think they don't want to show a dashboard. Yeah, I mean, I can understand because of privacy reasons and whatnot. Personally, I don't care, but I see it now. There's some sort of weird black border or weird black box or something on the top. No, you've already looked for it. Okay. Okay, right. Well, it doesn't really matter. I'm not gonna sweat it too much. So we got chapters. Right. Welcome to the CIA. Luckily, that's a long name. I can see it straight away. Oh, hang on. It's bad. Okay, good. Never mind. I was afraid I had to sneeze. I was afraid I wouldn't get the mute button in time. Unlike certain people, I prefer not to have my bodily sounds broadcast over the internet.
Your room. This is where you'll study and sleep for the next 3 years. Your training starts tomorrow at 5 a.m. Don't be late.
Right. So all I have to do is on the last... Is it just the last test? Oh shit, hang on. Alright, let's go. G.I. Jody.
Come on, Holmes, keep up!
Easy. Under or over, under or over. Oh, I was waiting to just get creamed.
Find your grip! Use your momentum to swing across! Hurry!
I used to hate monkey bars as kids. I could never do them. I was never strong enough back then to be able to hold myself up on them. Would you fucking swing, Jody? Come on.
That's it, Holmes! Come on! I haven't got all day!
Snorts get you pay pigs. That's how it works. That's probably why I don't snort. When the action is in slow motion, follow Joe. Okay, that's it. That's why I was fucking up earlier. I couldn't remember the proper way to do it. Yeah, so lean into it. I would have thought to dodge it, but alright. Get ready. Oh no! They added in another one, completely threw me off.
Let's start again.
Also, it had weird. I always forget that the PS4 controller has a speaker in it, and it made the sound when I messed it up. All it needs is cheesy 80s music to be like a proper training montage.
Advance to the next cover. Got it?
This is killing me. Control, what are you doing? This is awful. Cover. Shoot.
Come on! Get out of there!
Lean. Hold. Push it to the... We need some Commando soundtrack. I fight for love up in here. No, Jody. See, this is what I'm talking about. The controls in this game are questionable at best. Of course, the fact it's in the shrunken, smaller window doesn't help. This is also exactly how tests work in real life.
Excellent, Jody.
Okay, recruit. Now get rid of those oil drums.
Yeah, Resident Evil 4 is a really good game, viewer. Absolutely recommend it. I love that game. Especially if you like third-person shooters.
Good. Let's keep going.
One or two of the controls might feel a little bit dated because it is a bit of an older game and it's never been fully adjusted, but it's still relatively easy to get the grips with. Fuck my life. See, I get what they're trying to go for, to complete the motion, to feel like you're Jody, essentially. But just some of the times it can be deceptive. Guy just whips out a gun. It's not a knife. This is a knife.
Master! Keep your fat ass down!
My sexism.
Keep up!
That thickness, though. I hear that's what they like to be called these days. man, I would have been terrible at one of these walls as a kid.
Sunday stroll.
Just like the monkey bars back in the day, when I was like climbing walls like this, I could never ever pull myself up the top. I had the weakest shoulders in the world. Like right there where she's coming up now, I wouldn't have been able to do that as a kid. Tried it so many times, just wasn't able. Now I got them fucking swole delts, you know? It's fine now. Protect the splits. Maintain the 2 orbs. 20 healing in real life is this easy. Then again, we all don't have super spirits. And lucky for you, Beaver, that Resident Evil 4 HD is available on all modern platforms and the Switch later this year. I think it's later this year. I don't think it's out yet. Because, I mean, it wouldn't be a Switch port without it being mucho late, would it? Shake. Break it, break it, break it!
Not bad.
Yeah, pick that up for sure, Beaver. I know you hate PC gaming and all that, but you should definitely pick that up for a $5. Okay, so this is the one we want. So we just have to do this fully stealth. Can I do anything as... No. Use item to... Oh, there's the destruction. Pretty sure he wasn't there a second ago, was he? I mean, I'm not one for the martial arts, but I do question if that would actually work. I'm gonna wait for him to move away. That way, I can call him back over. That didn't work. Can I don't know if I can take him out. Oh, he's coming towards me. Okay, hopefully this still works. You see what I mean though? Some of these controls leave a lot to be desired. There has to be another barrel, right? There is. Coming for you. think I just have to get this last guy. I'm gonna cheat and choke him out though. Versus, you know, can I jump down on him? We're good. That should be achievement unlocked. Oh, never mind.
If this wasn't an exercise, you'd be dead by now.
If this wasn't an exercise, you wouldn't even be able to open your big mouth, Ryan.
Sick burn.
Congratulations, Operative Holmes. You made it. Welcome to the agency.
You just know he's pissed that she actually made it.
Thank you, sir.
Probably did better than her.
Yeah, Jody. Welcome to the agency.
Looks like you made it.
Jody.
Great job, Jody. You just completely choked out a shit out of us. Kicked the crap out of us, knocked us unconscious, you know, broke some bones, whatever. I hear no. There it is. Okay, I was wondering. I was getting a bit afraid there. I was wondering where my trophy was. How close am I to platinum? I'm actually fairly far away for the platinum on this one, mainly because some of them require basically an entire playthrough. Oh, now that I think I actually need one for this level as well. There's one of the achievements, or one of the, I keep calling them achievements. I grew up on a 360 in the last gen. I shouldn't say grew up, but yeah, one of them requires you play through the entire game in what they call co-op. Let's see, welcome to the CIA, clean job. The next one is, oh, that's completely out of order. Well, I should be able to do this one anyway. I just have to scroll and find a trophy that I'm looking for. Oh, that's right. I'm looking at the PS3 guide, which means it's in a different order. Find this. No, you know what? I'm just gonna go back. I'm gonna do them in order, in the order on here. It'll be safer, easier to keep track of. But yeah, like I said, Beer, I'm fairly far away. You probably, I think you joined a bit after I explained it at the very start. That I could have done the heavy rain ones. I'm almost done with heavy rain on the PS4. But one of the ones that I'm required to do requires a very specific set of movements, and the DualShock 4 has terrible motion controls. So that's not fun. Where's the embassy? There it is. Even though Heavy Rain would just be more of a... It would be more of a sentimental thing. Heavy Rain on PS3 was the very first platinum I ever got. So Heavy Rain on PS4 would just be to echo that.
What do I do if something goes wrong?
There won't be anything.
That's part of why I went to this one. I knew I could get a lot of them kind of quicker.
Just checking.
I said kind of quicker because, well, some of these chapters are still fairly long.
I feel like everyone's looking at us.
That's not just a feeling. Everyone is looking at us. But the most important thing, act natural. If anyone speaks to you, just smile.
It's funny you mentioned that, Beaver. That playing the whole thing. If I played Heavy Rain,
I didn't know you had a sense of
for
humor.
one of the endings, or for one of the, I'm missing 3 trophies in the PS3 version or the PS4 version. One is see all endings, which isn't too bad because you can usually only play from like a certain chapter near the end and just do a couple of little changes. There are 1 or 2 longer ones in that, but it's the same thing. You still save a lot of time. But one of the other ones I need there's obviously the one with the weird button presses and stuff too, the very specific path.
The whole time he was imagining my head on a stick.
But the final one I need is it actually requires an entire playthrough from I think it's like the second chapter of the game. So you have to do very specific things in that.
Ambassador, you're a sight for sore eyes.
It's a bit of a nightmare.
I
don't mind typically. You know, playing that game is always a decent time. I really like it. I really like Heavy Rain. It can just be a bit of a time sink. You can't really skip much in these games. They're not really in the way of cutscenes. You rarely replay a game. Oh, much to my detriment, I replay games too much. I mean, technically, I'm replaying this all for the sake of fake virtual trophies. If I like replaying games, you should try Nier Automata. Well, the problem with that... By the way, it's actually Nier Automata. I just said Nier Automata because I know you Americans and that meme pronunciation of the word. But, well, I'd have to play it the first time, then I couldn't replay it. Funny enough, actually, Vera, I think you saw it on Discord. That I was saying where I was about to come and start streaming.
There's a large painting in one of the
and
rooms
then,
upstairs.
you know, someone sent me,
Behind
hey,
it is
here,
safe.
watch this private stream I'll do
documents
for you
we're
for a little
looking
bit.
for are inside.
Well, I'll
But
watch
there
a
are
few
guards
minutes
and
of
cameras,
it.
so you have to be careful.
Game just
You got
doesn't do it for me. Other than maybe 2B and a Rule 34, but the rest of it just doesn't really do it for me. You can also...
Hurry, Aiden.
You can buy your trophies in that game. What?
It hurts like hell when you're too far away.
Now, I'm not usually a trophy hunter or anything like that. I'm only kind of doing this out of boredom. Oh, there we go. That's the way I want to do it.
This is crazy. If anyone notices, we're dead.
It's the same with... Like, I used to be a big achievement hunter in the 360 days.
You can't touch other people when you're controlling someone.
But then I stopped. I stopped towards the end of the 360 era. And usually, in the case of Platinums, I'd only ever get them because I really liked that game so much and I wanted to get the Platinum. One exception is... Oh, what's the game? The Order 1886. I was bored at one point and I knew, okay, I can easily get what I need from that in like one playthrough and it won't take long, so I went and redid it and that was fine. But I mean, all my other Platinums are like legit fun games that I enjoyed to the point that I wanted the Platinum. Heavy Rain, Detroit Become Human, Persona 3 and Persona 5, dancing games.
On the first floor with a portrait of the Sheik. And watch out for the guards. And an office with a portrait of the Sheik. This is the place.
This is what we want.
There's gotta be a switch somewhere.
Well, in typical villain fashion, they always keep it under their desk, don't they? So how does it work though, buying your way to a Platinum? I mean, I don't even want to know, but like it's kind of sickening. You talk about microtransactions. There it is. I expected it to be under the desk, like a typical thing you'd expect, but... See, I never actually did this by controlling the Sheik. when I played on PS4, I did some things differently than I did on PS3.
Okay, now don't move.
And I did some things the same. No, I'm holding R1. With some creepy eyes.
هل من أحد هناك؟ الرجاء الخروج من هناك على الفور.
ولكن ماذا تفعل هنا؟ إنها مراحل السيدات. انصرف من هنا أيها المنحرف.
One of those countries, eh? Well, I mean, I guess we knew that. They've got sheiks.
Sorry. I can't do anything to help you. Good luck.
Come on, and then get up. I don't know. I don't know what made me want to do this tonight. But that's just blasphemy. There's a game in a David Cage experience. I'm pretty sure that counts as slander if he ever hears you say that, implying there's a game somewhere in one of his weird little experiences. Of course, the David Cage games are much more enjoyable when, you know, you don't have me droning on over them.
Jody, all right?
Don't touch me! I wanna go now.
Right. Yeah, we're leaving.
Although it is kind of just because we're going for trophies. There we go. Overall, I will say, I'm not specifically a fan of the built-in streaming thing. It's not terrible, but at the same time, I much prefer my capture card. I guess as a test and, well, sheer laziness, this one persevered. Oh, I just gotta... The UI is garbage. Yeah, I completely agree. One thing that really annoys me is the smaller screen on my side. Like it's... I can see it shows up on the stream as well. That it shrinks the main screen so you can see like the chat on the right. I do like the fact that it has the chat, the ability to have the chat on the screen, but it affects the actual screen, the gameplay window, which annoys me. Now let me see what else I needed. Oh, also I just got a notification that Jack is a new subscriber, and I appreciate that, Jack, if you're actually here. It doesn't tell me if you're on the live stream or if you're watching a random video, but I appreciate that. Now, let me see my next one. Chapter. Line breaks can be used in okay ways, but yeah, with there's a bit too many of them here in this situation. Okay, I need to flip back and look at my trophies real quick to see if I have this next one that I think I might or might not. Catch Me If You Can. I have that one. don't think I can have this one. And okay, the dinner. That's what we want. Alright, boyos, we're going back. Haunted, the mission, the dinner. This is what we want to do. Now I know there's so many different things you can hear, or you can do here, but this is actually two trophies I need here, but I can't get one of them right now.
Yeah?
Jody. Hey, it's
Because it's based on something you do in an earlier chapter, and since this is running off the save file that I did last time, the last time I played it,
3 days ago.
that is using the what do we call it, the setup or the info, the checkpoint that won't let me get the other one.
Tonight, fancy
Because there's actually you get a trophy for banging the dude.
Anyway, it's too late now, so maybe another time.
And I can't do that.
Shit. Shit, I'm so sorry.
But I can get the other one.
Why don't you just come over here for dinner tonight? I mean, you wanted to see my apartment anyway, so...
Sure, but
How about around 8?
That didn't sound awkward at all.
Okay. Yeah, I'll bring a kick-ass bottle of wine. See you later.
Now, usually, I'm a spiffy guy when it comes to dates. You know me. I'm a bit of a high-class dude myself.
Now I get why you blasted my computer. You didn't want me to see Ryan.
Oh, hang on. We let her vent.
It's not your call, Aiden. I can do what I want.
And who I want. Oh, my soundboard is all the way over there.
Fuck this! We're not gonna start this again! I'm not yours, Aiden! I can have a relationship with whoever I want. This is my life. Oh, do you fucking hear me? This is my life. You know what? I happen to think Ryan is great. Right? He's charming, he's intelligent, he's funny. And I think I'm falling for him.
Yeah, that's... I don't understand. Americans, they're really weird like that.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm aware of what happened at the bar.
yeah, see, that whole thing would happen at the bar, that's a reference to what we did earlier that kind of fucked up and, yeah, turned everything off for the achievement.
7 o'clock.
But yeah,
I have an hour to make dinner.
like it's an Irish name. It's Aiden, A-I-D-E-N, not Aiden, not E-I-D-E-N. Come on. Right, so we're going straight for the achievement, or straight for the trophy. You know what? I'm not even going to correct myself from now on. I just call them achievements because old habits die hard.
Gotta find something I can make in 1 hour with what's ever left in the fridge.
And they're the same thing. So we're going straight for the achievement. We need to do 3 specific things.
It's not too complicated.
Which we'll do first.
Curried chicken with oven-baked vegetables.
Oh, curry chicken with oven.
It'll take some time.
That sounds so good. That's very similar to what I had tonight.
Seems doable.
Delicious.
Pizza delivery. I mean, it's not
I mean,
exactly
it's
gourmet,
efficient.
but no preparation, no mess. I mean,
It
could be an option.
Let's see, pizza.
Pizza. I mean, it's the easy way out, but he's not gonna mind.
No, see, this is what I don't understand. You see this in TV shows and... Wait, where's the...
Well, maybe he'll expect, like, a real dinner.
No, we're still going with pizza. I guess I just need to pick up the phone that way.
Nah, pizza it is.
I mean, you see it in the TV shows and all this stuff. Wait, where's the phone? That was not a very... That was not a very descriptive cutaway game.
You know, you're wasting your time, Aiden. You're not gonna stop me from seeing Ryan.
Okay, I gotta find a phone. That's not the phone. I wouldn't be offended, or I wouldn't get an impression of someone
On the bookshelf.
if it's like, oh yeah, why don't you come over, check out the apartment, and you know, she had a pizza ready for me. I mean, I think I'd like her even more, to be honest, but okay, phone. I know you're around here somewhere. I'm actually like sitting forward here because it's kind of ridiculous that I can't see this. I'm not blind. Yeah, I mean, there's only two reasons to not like pizza. One of them is deep dish pizza, and the other one is true deep dish pizza, like 1.5 inch thick, if not 2 inches of deep dish pizza. You know, that's wrong.
Oh, dirty clothes.
And what's the other one? Oh, pineapple on a pizza. That's just, I mean, those people. To quote a certain person who questions some of my choices and whatnot, those people who put pineapple on pizza, who hurt you? Who hurt you? You would, right. Beaver. Basket. You would.
All right.
Let's see. If I was on death row, your last meal would be pizza and French fries. Ooh, that's a questionable. No, you wouldn't need pineapple for celiac, would you? There's the phone.
Oh, good God, I know the number by heart. Hey, yeah,
I mean, I'm
a large pizza.
I'm kind of patchy on celiac at the moment.
Super Supreme.
Isn't that's gluten, isn't it?
Like 8.15.
Celiac is proper real gluten,
yeah.
Isn't it?
6192 Columbus Street. Yeah, the 9th floor.
No, so about pineapple rule for celiac pizza.
Okay, cool. Great, thanks. Oh, I'm not too proud of myself.
I don't know, Beaver. I don't know how I feel about that. I thought Aiden threw a tantrum. No, game, what are you doing? I see, we could shower. We could get the Ellen Page naked scene.
First?
No, you don't have time to take a shower first. Because we're doing this quickly. We want something cool.
Oh, hey, Ryan. Yeah, whatever. I just, like, threw these old things on, because... Yeah, I'm cool. I'm cool.
Yeah, say it with conviction, Ellen.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be me. I mean,
try some passata on pizza. I can't say that has ever occurred to me. Also, here's another thing as well. This whole dressing up dealio, you know?
Okay.
Well, I guess
this date is going on.
Technically,
Period.
It is a date rather than just coming over, hanging out, chilling and whatnot.
Oh, crap.
So I guess that's a little bit different.
Crap, he's early. I'm coming.
No, I want to watch TV. I think I fucked it up. I think I was too slow. Okay, I wasn't too slow. Could be like salami since I'm trying to think, there's so many different versions of like meats and whatnot. I was just trying to picture what it was in my mind. And I wasn't ringing a bell at all. Okay, so this should be enough for the trophy. According to this, the trophy has 3 requirements. Put on casual clothes, which we've done by selecting the cool option. Order a pizza, which is self-explanatory, and watch some TV. Apparently you can you can turn it off as soon as you start watching. And you just need to finish out the chapter. Then we'll get our thing. Oh, whoa, okay. A cured meat. Never mind. I tell you, because of the break on my screen, I thought it was curried meat for a second. I mean, it also probably shows that I had curry earlier, but... Since I have no clue. Obviously. Obviously. I mean, it doesn't sound terrible the way you put it in your previous one, you know, with the roasted peppers and whatnot. Well, there's not really much I can do here while we just wait to kill time. There's no way I can force him to be here. I mean, I guess I can clean up. Oh, well, the time is passing, at least. Sure, you'd be a lover of chicken tikka pizza. Joke's on you, viewer. Joke's on you. I'm not a real tikka guy. Like, tikka masala doesn't do it for me. Now, don't get me wrong. I'll eat it. If someone hands it to me, I'll eat it. But I'll never make it. I'll never order it. But if someone hands it to me or makes it for me, I'd do it. I wonder, do I have enough time to have a shower? Oh, I guess not. I guess when you put on the clothes, it just negates that. I know, Beaver, I live to disappoint you with my food choices and preferences.
Right. The trash can in the kitchen.
Every time I manage to disappoint you with my food preferences and choices, my heart grows a little bit bigger. Every time. Oh, you're a... Trust, I mean... I've been frequently told by numerous amounts of people that I am the most picky eater that many, many people have ever met. We're not going to put on some music. Oh, we'll get a copyright claim if I put on some music. No, I'm terrible with my food. But I always look at it this way, right? I mean, I'm a connoisseur of food. I have finally curated my taste. What would my last meal? That's a tough choice. What do I... See, I wonder, would I go as like my favorite meal or would I go as like a sentimental meal? I don't know. It's very hard to say. Part of me wants to say, come on, just drink it down, Jody. Drink it down.
Oh, God. Oh, I hate this stuff.
I hate this stuff. I have it, and, you know, whatever, but... Is that the phone ringing? I have my speakers down really low. I think I'd go with some sort of chicken curry. Because that's as so boring and plain as it is, you know? Here he is, finally. We might finally make it over. Be good, Aiden.
I didn't behave yourself. Okay, this is important to me, and I'm counting on you.
I didn't even set the table.
Chateau Margaux, 2001. The guy in the store said it was a pretty good year.
That sounds good to me. So.
They seem so awkward. And like, it seems like it's not their first date. She said the whole thing about, you know, falling for him and whatnot. And obviously they've been working together for a long time.
I'll get the,
and all this, and they seem really
wine.
awkward together at the same time. They were like tandoori. Well, that's pretty much the same answer I'm going to give you as before. I'm not a huge fan of Indian food. Well, I don't want to say I'm not a huge fan of Indian food.
Cool apartment.
Again, it's the same thing. It's...
Yeah, thanks.
You know, I'll never really go out and choose to get Indian food, but I'll eat it because it's not bad tasting. I just have much higher up preferences on the list. Now, of course, sometimes, you know, you do feel in the mood for something or you want to be a little bit different or whatever, and then maybe, yeah, but very rarely. It's awkward because he's it's awkward. For a second I didn't see the S. Well, yeah, I mean, that's technically true. Ellen Page is a lesbian, much to my own dismay.
Do you want me to open it?
No, I'll do it.
So when you say curry, am I talking Thai? It's usually kind of generic Asian curry. I'll eat Thai curry because obviously Thai curry is nice. I know there's also all sorts of, I won't say Asian curry because obviously India is part of Asia, but your like Indian style curries. That region of Asia, there's that too. I don't like them as much.
Oh, so when did you move in?
A couple weeks ago.
I'm more of a fan of
Asian
curry as the best.
And how about you? Where do you live?
Oh, I have a place just outside of town.
I also think there's another achievement I might be able to get here.
No.
I think I remember seeing or reading or hearing about one where you can like freak him out to the point where he leaves.
It's nothing. It's just.
And you get an achievement for that.
Just ignore him. Hold on.
Oh, here's our pizza.
Hey, how's it going?
All right. You keep the change.
Thanks.
What did he even render his model?
I hope that's.
No, pizza's good. Don't sweat
They
it.
didn't even order, or they didn't even render an extra like pizza guy model. They just had him there. Well, it's not always specifically takeout curry, Beaver.
So we've been working together now for what?
But yes, it is that style of curry. I do prefer it a bit thicker. Not a bit. I do prefer it when it's not as thick and it's a bit more watery and runny. But the problem with that is I also like it when it's really strong. So it's one or the other. It's very, very hard to get a good balance, which is why I really like it when it's homemade. The way we make it here.
Are you sure everything's okay?
Yes, everything's
That's
fine. I didn't.
much better for me because I can get my perfect mix between, let's call it viscosity and strength at the same time.
Jody, I think there's something wrong with Aiden.
Give me a second.
Here's the one I actually found out that you might find interesting, Beaver. I found out this off the guys in work through very
So why don't you just go back to whatever
call it questionable English.
place you came from and let me get on
That when you think of the liquid, the actual sauce in every single curry in the world, no matter where it is, no matter where it's from, no matter any of that stuff, like if it's Indian curry, Asian curry, Thai curry, Japanese curry, Chinese curry, whatever, that's all actually the same kind of paste, the same kind of
he never leaves me.
like sauce. The liquid itself, that's all the same. It's all just down to The spices and the seasoning. That's the only thing that differentiates them all. Now, I realize that
Aiden's not happy with
the spice would have been
how Aiden feels.
would have been one of the more important things, but I still would have assumed that there was multiple different types of.
Fuck, Aiden! I need you to just stop.
Let's call it liquid as well. Sauce.
I better go.
No, Ryan, wait.
No, Jody, look, Aiden's very possessive. I think you got to work it out with him.
Butter and onion base.
Jody, look.
That's not the. Hang on.
Hey, let's just take some time to get to know each other.
That would be on top of the regular sauce though as well, wouldn't it? Like I know when we're making curry here, I mean I'll either chop up some onions, put them in it, leave them in that way as well. Gives it a nice little bit. Not butter though. I've never heard of a butter-based curry.
He's gone, and now you have me to yourself. I really hope you're deliriously fucking happy. Why don't you just float around in your invisible world and watch me cry?
It's actually interesting, based on how this game plays.
Do you hear me? I fucking hate you!
Like in the scene, the whole scene that I just played through a minute ago, this whole apartment scene, once Ryan gets to the apartment, it never occurred to me before to actually try to control it, and I always try to just watch it just like a cutscene and let it just play out. Like during some of the stuff, it just never occurred to me to swap to him. So I should get a second trophy as well. There's Casual Girl. I should get the other one for scaring him off. No, maybe not. Maybe I like read it the wrong way or something. It's definitely the weakest of them, Beaver. I will absolutely say that. And it's probably the only one of his main games that I would not consider good. But that gives us the perfect opportunity to grind out a trophy. Let me quickly go back and see what else I need next. Although with all the trophies now, I officially have 50% of the Beyond trophies, which is promising in some way. I don't think I'm going to stream all of these, of course, but I just felt like doing it tonight. I was kind of bored. Where are we? Catch Me If You Can. Houdini. Oh, so there we go. That's the other one that I saw before. It was just in a weird order. Smart Teeth. Miracles. That's a homeless one. That's a big long one. I don't want that. Eye for an eye. Oh, this looks really easy. Chapter Dragon's Hideout. Okay. I found out what's next. There we go, Dragon's Hideout. David Cage is French, so stop blaming American. Oh yeah, actually that's a good point. It's probably for the French. No, wouldn't that be something like, I don't know, like Leiden or something like that?
I grew tired of all this. If you refuse to cooperate, I will have no choice but to kill you.
Wait, isn't Ellen Page Canadian?
Of course, I will kill you regardless. But it could have been fast and painless.
So maybe it's her fault.
Instead, it will be a very, very slow and agonizing death. So, I ask you one last time. Who do you work for?
Aiden. Where are you?
Come on, I have to talk during the interrogation. Yeah, see, she is Canadian, so maybe it's all on her. She's so used to saying, you know, she's so used to saying A the whole time that she just forced herself to say something else.
We're right on top of the coordinates.
Storm's getting worse. What do we do now? Hey, Jody, ask Aiden to find a shelter somewhere.
You hear that, Aiden?
Okay, find shelter. Okay, that was a little bit more difficult than I expected. She's not a producer. Well, I was more so blaming it on her accent rather than
You're freezing out here. Could you
her actually
please find
choosing
somewhere we can
for it
hide?
to be pronounced like that. Speaker on my controller is going mental. I mean, it's not letting me. Doesn't really give me much to choose from. I can't really go anywhere here. See, Inception was good, yeah, she was definitely good in Inception. Okay, let me check every single building here, so this is getting a bit nuts. There we go, this one looks like a building.
There's a house over there!
Got it! Let's go!
But she was a, let's see, but she was a little girl compared to the alpha woman. Admittedly, I don't remember who the other female was in the film. Haven't seen Inception in a while. Really, all I remember is the fact that she was in it and Leonardo DiCaprio. Oh no, it was Marion. Oh no. If I always butcher her name, like Marion Cotillard or something. But oh no, I hate her. Wait a minute, I'm looking away for a second here.
It's fucking freezing. What are we doing here? It's just a goddamn fishing village.
Our informer duped us. That's what happened. We better get moving before they have to dig our frozen dead asses out of here.
3 days, walking on
I hate her
ice,
because of
eating
Batman.
Snow, for nothing. Fuck! I find the asshole that sent us here.
She's an absolutely awful Talia al Ghul.
That's all you have to say, then shut the fuck up!
You guys, I'm freezing. You think maybe we could build a fire first and argue later?
I don't like her in many of the things that she's in.
She's right. We'll set up camp here till the storm blows.
She's not bad looking though.
I'll contact HQ and get instructions.
Like, I think I've seen her in maybe half a dozen different things, maybe a little bit more. And I don't know, there's just something about her that annoys me. Wasn't she in a James Bond film at some point? Or am I imagining something different in that as well? I know she was in The Dark Knight Rises because she was in there with Bane.
We better find something. We won't make it through the night.
I'm trying to remember what else she was in.
I'm gonna go out. I'm desperate for a pee.
Don't go too far, okay?
It's -40. I don't plan
It'll
on doing
freeze
any
as soon as it comes out. Oh, there's Assassin's Creed. Was she in the live action Assassin's Creed? Because I haven't seen it. Contagion. Contagion sounds familiar. Okay, yeah, I haven't seen the live action Assassin's Creed. Okay, so it's pretty much telling me where I need to take a piss. Yeah, the Matt Damon... Oh, here we go. The Matt Damon Pandemic movie. Yeah, that sounds really familiar. I think I might have seen that. Or if I haven't seen it, at least it was overly heavily popular, promoted here to the point where I can't remember if I'd seen it or not. Which says it all, doesn't it?
They're here. I saw them.
Where?
On the main road. A convoy of armored cars. They drove right by me.
Did they see you?
No. No, I don't think so.
Let's roll.
Let's follow them.
Speaking of Matt Damon, we have kind of a new meme going on actually over here with when every time we go to conventions. A lot of the time they've been playing, in some way, shape or form, they've been playing any of the Bourne films, the Jason Bourne films. One of the ones with Matt Damon, of course. So now randomly, me and some of my friends, we just send pictures to each other of the black guy who's like, Jesus Christ, it's Jason Bourne. So we just like randomly send that. Or we'd be walking around somewhere and I would just point over at someone, like something's different. You know, someone might be wearing something really weird or something, you just point over, it's like,
Bingo.
Jesus Christ, it's Jason Bourne.
I didn't go see what's inside.
Hilarity ensues. Okay, well, while she prepares to use Aiden, I'm going to take a quick drink. A Reddit meme? Fuck Reddit. I'm all about my memes. Are we inside? Can't choke this guy. And what's the point in having some sort of supernatural power if you can't choke people with it? Wow, Beaver, slander all over the shop again. I mean, between you and fellow teenagers, I mean, you guys love the actual libel and slander all over the place. Can I? I'm not a 9gag guy. I come up with my own memes. Okay, I can't leave since I came back in. kind of sucks that I wasn't really paying attention to what I was supposed to do.
Soldiers. They're loading crates into...
Okay, so you only needed to look at everything.
into submarines.
Submarines? That means the rift is...
It's underwater. I mean, they must have a base down there, and they're using the subs to shuttle supplies.
How many soldiers?
I can see 3.
Tell Aiden to take them out.
Aiden? Get rid of them.
You don't have to download this from your PlayStation library. Yeah, I wouldn't fault you, to be honest. I mean, there's definitely much better choices to play. I mean, I'd almost say download it and give it a try. Like I said, it's much more effective as a game when I'm not just bellowing over it the whole time and flopping my way through it. Kind of gun him down. Kind of gun someone else down. Can I gun myself down? Well, I mean, there's much better ways to amplify your pain than playing something like this. I mean, if you really want to hate yourself, you can unironically watch Dave's stream. I mean, that's peak suffering right there.
Fuck, Nick!
Sorry.
You could give me some warning.
So, what do we do now?
Just give me a second, okay?
Shoot the glass. No, we probably only need to just go to the submarine. Kind of was hoping this chapter would be a bit quicker. That's just not like it's gonna matter. Pulling a late shift tomorrow anyway, so...
What exactly are you doing?
I'm finding a solution to the problem.
Nice idea, but it won't fool them very long.
Yeah, well, maybe not. But
do you have any
idea?
idea?
Not gonna shut down by itself, is it?
Okay. That might work from a distance. Then what?
Take the sub down to the base. And then we take it from there.
I'll go with her.
What about us?
It's a two-seater. You stay here, you find us a way out. By the time we get back, there's a good chance we're gonna have to move fast. What? Wait, that's an order, Nick. Give me the
This guy
explosives.
strips down and changes in like fucking 10 seconds flat. Yeah, he's quite the soy boy, isn't he? I wouldn't, I don't think I'd be listening to him.
You do realize we might not make
Unless you
that
mean
far,
Ellen
right?
Page, in which case, I don't know. She got that big
Yeah, I've known that from the
butch lesbian thing going on, so she just bellows orders with her voice actually.
Keep diving. The base shouldn't be far.
Oh Oh, we're using a submarine. Subnautica, eat your heart out. Who needs free games on fucking Epic Games Launcher? We rolling deep in here.
It's hard to get my bearings.
Totally be an amazing submarine pilot, operator. One of the two. Submarine pilot doesn't seem. Submarine captain. There you go. That sounds better.
There. You see the lights?
Oh, get out of my way, will you?
I hope that wasn't a question.
Where are we? There we are. Oh, Beaver, you know I do. Come on. It's not for you, though. It's for the ladies. Don't tell Cuz and all them, though. They'll be getting texts to have stretch goals to get into it, you know. What do we got here?
I am impressed.
Oh, this might be our
Few men would have
trophy.
held that for so long. Perhaps you will be more sensitive to your comrades' pain. My questions are simple. I want to know your name, who you work for, and how you learn of the existence of this base. Of course, you also have to tell me what happened when you crossed the containment field.
Say nothing, you hear me?
My name is Holmes.
Jody, no.
Jody Holmes. Agent 894732. I work with the CIA.
Agent 47.
So the CIA is aware of our little experiments. And what about the entity that was trapped in our containment field?
He's tied with me. I was born with him.
Fascinating.
See, I've never seen
The
this
Americans have
part of
also
it.
discovered the existence of this phenomenon. I must inform my superiors. I will return soon to continue our conversation.
Sorry, Ray.
Oh, that's rough. Rambo First Blood Part 2. He'd break like a... He'd break like a twig. Look at him, little soy boy. So I think that's what I needed for the achievement. I just... Does
Now
it
what?
say
We find the condenser, destroy it, and get out.
if I gotta
And any
complete
idea how
the
you plan to
chapter
do
or
that?
if I can...
No. But I'll
You want to
figure
tell the
something
truth during the interrogation, you must select talk and you meet the... Afterwards, you can either finish the chapter or quit out to the main menu as you met the requirements for the trophy. So as soon as I get to actually control myself, I'll quit out. Should get the trophy. If not, I'm going to burn down David Cage. Oh, what was Yahtzee's name for this game? David Cage, Ellen Page, Rage Phase? Or so, I can't remember what it was. Right, so I should be able to quit out. Trophy. Trophy. Nice one. That works. I'm going to take one more quick look at trophies to see if there's anything I can do quickly. Because it is a little bit late, but let's see. Almost too easy. Those are all like long ones. Okay, doesn't look like it. Enchantment. Was that the name of the... Was that the name of the trophy? I don't know. I wasn't looking. I was too far away to see it reliably. But elapsed time, 2 hours 12 minutes. What I am going to do is I'm going to leave this here for the night because, wow. See, Beaver, I don't pay attention to minor details, like that's why. I haven't played Dragon Age since Dragon Age 1, back when it was actually good. That's probably why. You're probably talking about some Inquisition shit or some Dragon Age 2 shit, you know, all these memes that real gamers such as myself don't get, because we only play good games. That's why I don't play Nier, because, well, I only play good games. Anyway, for the moment, it is late, so I'm gonna some Dragon Age 1. Well, you know, my excuse is it's been so many years I don't remember. I mean, the only thing worth remembering about that game is Morgana, so she probably had the enchantments, if you know what I mean. But anyway, that's beside the point. So, we leave it there for tonight because it is late here. I need to go and chill for a little bit, do a couple of things just before bed as usual. But unfortunately, I didn't get to grind out as many trophies as I wanted. I'm sure I'll continue on probably tomorrow or the next day or something. It's trophies. They're not important. They'll just fill the time. They won't even occupy the time. They won't even take the time to use. They'll fill the time, the empty time. But it is what it is for tonight. So as usual, I want to thank everyone for coming out, hanging out, joining me, shooting the shit with me, all this good stuff, having a good laugh at the David Cage, Ellen Page, I don't know, Rage Phage, just because why not? Damn it, Yassi, what have you done to me? But anyway, in the meantime, peace out, and I'll see everyone next time.